Hi everyone, it's Miss Lavin. Just wanted to go over the week 2, what is due, what you need to do. I want to say y'all did a great job on your flip videos. I haven't quite finished grading those. It looked like there was a couple who still didn't post. If you didn't post by last night, that was an extended video, extended due date for that, and the introduction. You'll get marked absent. So for this week's, we have a reading response, but I wanted to start with taking a peek at our first assignment, which is the expository essay. So you are going to be writing a tradition, you're going to be evaluating a non-traditional text. The paper is going to be 2 to 4 pages plus a works cited, Times New Roman. You're going to have your 4-line header, a unique title. You're also going to have a page number, last name in the upper right corner. Note, you can use I, me, first person for personal anecdotes, and because you're evaluating something you have done or experienced or somewhere you have been, so I is okay for this particular essay. Do not use second person at all. And then you're going to need one outside source. So when we get back to the instruction stuff, to this week's stuff, you'll notice that I gave you a sample thesis statement using Mi Cabana Mexican restaurant as my muse, so to speak. So I like to go there. That's one of my favorite Mexican restaurants. So my thesis statement was Mi Cabana restaurant has the best Mexican food in Jacksonville because of the great food, the outstanding customer service, and the inviting atmosphere. Now, those are my three criteria that I am going to evaluate. So if you love Mi Cabana and you want to do your essay on Mi Cabana, you could do other criteria. You could do parking, locations, how fast the service is. You could do prices of the food. So there's lots of things you can pick for your criteria that you are going to be evaluating. For each criteria, you're going to have a body paragraph that at the end of the paragraph, you are going to give it an evaluation. 4 out of 5 stars, 5 out of 5 stars. You can also jazz it up and personalize it. So I'm doing a Mexican restaurant, so I could do 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5 sombreros. They're famous for, are known for like their margaritas. You could do 4 out of 5 margaritas. So things that are related to the restaurant or to your. So if you were doing a sporting event, say a Carolina Panthers football game, then you would be 4 out of 5 footballs or 5 out of 5 footballs, or a basketball game would be basketballs. A wedding venue could be bouquets. So you see how that would work. So you can stick to the 4 out of 5 stars. You can do like 1 through 10 and all, but I think that gets a little bit harder to evaluate. But that's entirely up to y'all. So you are doing an evaluation. You're not like doing a synopsis of the restaurant. So you're going to have a hook, a teaching paragraph, your thesis statement. So this week we are going to be working on a thesis statement and an outline that covers these elements right here. And then you're going to have your conclusion and your works cited. So it's not a research paper. You're not going to be looking. The only thing that you're going to be looking up, and I really don't want you to look up a whole lot of stuff. I only want you to look, your resource, your source for this paper should be the official website for the destination, product. If you were doing Disney World or an amusement park, or and so you're normally going to go to like the history of the park or about us. So I want you to go, that's the only source I want you to use, is that one source that came from. So I don't want you looking at other stuff. Just your personal knowledge of the experience and the official website. Okay, so here's some tips and pointers to help you out. So that's the assignment. So let's go to let's start with our reading response questions this week are for the short story 11 by Sandra Cisneros. and there is a worksheet for that. So you should have read the short story over the weekend. And here is your worksheet, which I had already provided to you to answer questions about the story. So that is your virtual attendance assignment, and it is due on Wednesday, the 17th. So you are going to submit it here. So you're going to download your worksheet, rename it, and then you're going to upload it to this link. So you're going to upload your file and create your submission. Okay, so that's your VAA for this week. Then this is just a handout. So this is just a handout explaining, so it's not going to open for me. So this explains thesis statements and some notes and things to know about thesis statements. This is the brainstorming and thesis worksheet. So this is information about it, and this is the actual worksheet where you're going to submit it on Sunday by midnight. And then here's an outline. So this is just for your purposes. So the only two real assignments you have for this week, as far as turning in, are your VAA, and you're going to turn in this brainstorming and thesis worksheet. So this is just for your information. You're going to do this outline. So this outline has, let's see if I can pull that out. Let's see. So this is the outline right here. So it follows that very outline that you just saw in the instructions. So you're going to start with your introductory paragraph and your hook, your background information, your thesis statement. Body 1 will start with the topic sentence. Here's the supporting details of what to support your claim. Then your conclusion and transition statement. This is where you're going to put the next to the last sentence should be the sentence that says, I rate Mi Cabana Restaurant's food a 5 out of 5 sombreros or margaritas or whatever you want to use. So that would be there. Then you're going to go to, so this worksheet doesn't have a fourth section for body paragraph 3. You'll need to write that on the back of the paper or on another. Again, this is just for your purposes, so you're not turning it in, but on a separate sheet of paper that you can attach to it or write it on the back. And then you're going to restate your thesis, the main idea with slightly different wording, and the different criteria that you were using. And then you're going to have your final thought about your overall rating for the restaurant. So you got to have an overall rating that you will do. So that is all that we are doing for actually turning in. So this is just for your purposes to help you with your assignment. And then next week's reading response story is here, and I will probably go ahead and attach those sometime this week, attach the questions for that, or at least by the weekend I'll have those questions up there for you so you can start working on that. So that's it for week 2. Easy peasy, right, guys? So there should be, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me by email. If we need to set up, if you have questions that are more extensive than I can respond to in writing, then I'll suggest that we make a virtual appointment. So, but if you have any problems, contact me and let me know. So y'all have a great week, and I'll probably do a little follow-up announcement or something, and be letting you know about the grades coming up, okay, that I haven't quite finished grading. So y'all have a great week, and we'll be